can get into Mars. I'm Mars ruled, and it's at home right now, and it feels great. It's okay to do things right and quickly, and you know, um, just be frank. Even though you're any other name, just change it to Frank. Oh boy. Really, I just wanted to calm my audience down about my demeanor, um, and remind them that there is something called being alive. You're going through a process of coming more and more alive. Believe it or not, you know, uh, there is a level. I mean, we can get to talking about it and just get no likes at all, and just say, well, the more alive you get, the more and more your body is going to break down, and pretty soon, when you're finally fully alive, your body is shed. You're like, damn! Don't ever send me to a cage ever again. A cage? What cage? Rib cage, rib cage. No more of those. Thank you. Don't think I don't know what's happening. All right? I like my wings. Let's go. Go to that place. Go to that place. Something that was made for the human race. Did I just rhyme it there? I hope so. I'm trying not to be too Martian. With Mars at home, me being Mars ruled, it's like, time to relax. Thank God. Everybody else is going to go nuts. I'm just like, I hope you can handle your temper and your anger and how you really do need to fucking just drill that fucking thing hard, man. Do it. No, light it on fire. There you go. Perfect. Melt it down. Resculpt, resculpt. Beauty. Beauty. Help Libra out. Help Libra out. We have a Libra theme coming on for the rest of like 20 years, if not 40. Why? Well, because of the Aquarius age. You heard of that? And then we have Pluto went into Aquarius. Well, now finally, Libra's going to get some fresh air about whatever they think they are, which is, it's really hard to tell. If you can consider that their keywords was I love, it's literature that was, they changed it ever since after the 40s. No literature says that Libra says I love anymore. But for ancient times, it's Libra says I love. It's I balance. And I get it. I think something is trying to get closer to what's going on here with the organism, and how if we don't include the balance, which it does talk, it could, might. See, a lot of people don't know balance unless you're talking about your checkbook, right? And of course, we have associated human currency with human energy. It could be the same. And I came up with something. I was looking at it on my Facebook. I started writing, and that there's a certain way it's going to show up more and more. And this is like, it's not going to be a good for the binary processing side of the organism, because they're going to say glitch, glitch. I don't see a yes or a no here, or something like that. It's like, no, actually, we're human, and we're getting into detail. We want a beautiful life. Can you say that? Beauty. Yeah. God, the binary processor is not going to go through some of the things that only a human being can achieve, that it achieves beauty. Also, say, if you've ever looked at it, what's being pushed around now and bombed actually out of sight and out of mind here, if it's ever shown up in structures, there is that showing too. But then there's the beautiful human being. Like, who cares about that? I mean, I just saw that and I was wondering, oh, okay, so there's just a whole different. But see, the binary processor says an experience that has been fashioned in as an experience of reward doesn't have to be totally physical or truth oriented to reality. Like, it's just a mind thing. It just says, if you hit it this way and even make it look like this, then it's up for you, and even give it some money. That's the main thing. Give it money. Because that would be hooked into what? Well, um, there's slavery happening. What is this? What is slavery? Well, something is being taken away from its intellectual property and or knowing of something of itself, like say sovereign. Now this is a big thing to say because I always get back to the corner with a gun and a bullet going through my head. Don't you? It's like, well, because somebody's going to shoot you. Shauna, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do, okay? Right? Is it the truth? Yes, I guess so. You know, there's these spinning lights out there, and there's nothing you can do about it. But what if, and I know you hate this conversation, that's why I'm putting it on Sunday, next May. Well, this May. It's the 6th right now, and by the way, I was trying to put this up, and I don't mean to put it on Sunday. I'll put it on Tuesday. How about that? That'll be tomorrow. Because I'm trying to make it updated because I put some of it in the future, and I actually made that in the past. Like when there was a Mars connection with Pluto or something, and I had gone through, I was just having a bad day or something, and I'm here to tell the kids, if you're younger than the people who are handling their Chiron returns right now, which is around about 50, and or the Libra generation, which is around about 45 to 50. The Libra generation, we are the strongest generation you'll ever know, and we are going to just give us a little time to activate, okay? We are the superheroes, babes. We are raised on superheroes. We play superhero already on your video games. You know, we know all that. We've trashed that. We are in the real world now, getting really close and like, yeah, what? You don't even know how to play. And, you know, we are weeding through. We have to. We're going to help weed through. You know, there's a massive weeding going on. And it's not about the process of weeding so much as what's left as weeds. And some people, like with the Aries activation, Libra, I'm trying to tell you, there's only one way to go. There's only one way to go, and it's going to go that one way, and that is the way of love. And some people, this is what the phenomena is, if I can be allowed to please say this, people are activating and actually, see, it's a generational thing. You have never known that people, in the past even, this is what's happened. This is how we have a lot of our things. We don't learn it in school. It's channeled. Somehow we are left with our minds enough to see past the mind, doing an activity, just playing around, really, playing. And it begins to move into a state of being able to receive about something that maybe you really are curious about, and it happens, boom, and now you're really, say you're an inventor or you're just a creator of something, you're doing something that's like, well, how did you even figure that out? It's just an original thinker, really, an original thinker. So getting all excited about it, really, that this is what activates generational. And our generation, it's going to be just say, excuse me, but this is the only way to do this because this is looking pitiful. To act, now this is what it is. Now, if you don't know what love is, there is a self-organizing system available within you as a human being, that as a 5-pointer here, your mind is capable of grabbing the best out of the best and putting it aside and then building something of the best. See, what we have in the narcissist, the problem with the narcissist is that they use their mind in a way that only collects the worst. And they loop back into memory with that. And it's just a spiral down. It's like, no, that's just a mind there. And you need to know how to use it and stop letting it use you. And being then addicted to that spiral down as like, this is all I know. It's my security after a while. It's like, whoa, no. You know, I'm here to tell you as a Mars ruled person, and I have my mind's next to Uranus, but I attribute the thing that would cancel mind out the most is the physical embodiment, and that's Mars. That, you know, I'm now flashing on, it's Mars and Aries right now, and it is the most helpful drill sergeant. You know, it's this thing where it's like, God, it was hard to go through that. It just kept telling me, and I kept having to go this certain way, do it like this physically, do it like this physically. And your mind, after 30 days, 40 days, yes, it's going to be rinsed away. It's not about programming your mind either, really. No, what did we just do? We just did a physical thing, baby. You're a physical person. Now, what are you going to do? Focus, right? Everybody talks about it. Babe, I'm not ignorant of this. I'm not ignorant of the value of non-focusing. didn't we just go from here to there? And there's a way to kind of talk about this, hopefully that it would heal people about imagination, how that there's the healthy imagination and then there's the unhealthy imagination.